Hi, this is Trendencias, and I am Carlos Marrero, reporting on the exciting world of fashion, beauty, and entertainment. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, my fashionista friends, to another week of Trendencias, where I'm going to be talking with one of my favorites guests of all time, Mr. Charlton Alicea-Tapp. And I say it with a little bit of a Latino flavor. I am so excited to talk to him. But before I introduce him, I want to make sure that you are sharing our video. And if you're watching, please comment, because we want to hear what you have to say about the whole tea that we're giving you tonight. We have a packed show of full of fashion, full of like feel-good moments, and I cannot wait to share it with you. Before we continue, I actually ask you to follow bringing you this show every single week. Without further ado, I want to introduce my good Judy, Mr. Charlton Alicea-Tapp. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome back, baby. How are you?
How are you, baby? I'm good. I'm really good.
I don't know why I feel like I'm screaming, like, wah!
Because you got these things in.
Yeah, it's the Puerto Rican in me, honey. So a lot has happened since you were in Trendencias last. You and your husband moved to a gorgeous big old house. And yeah, go ahead.
No, we did. We moved. I feel like I'm in the country because we're like only 12 minutes from downtown Charlotte, but we're like on a pond. We have deer, we have geese, we have ducks. It's like I hear bullfrogs at night. It's really very relaxing. So can't wait for you to come and visit.
Because, I can't wait.
It's a lot of fun.
I'm sure selling and buying a new home wasn't stressful.
Oh, it was totally stressful. We made a short-term rental, and then that was like more than short-term. It was like mid-term. Then it was about to be long-term. I'm like, we got to get the hell in this house because we're going to go crazy. So we're not finished with the construction of the house, but we can live in it. So we're here, and I like watching the process happen. So it's fine. You know, you roll with the punches. We're in a pandemic. What do you do?
Yeah. I mean, if we haven't learned to roll with the punches by now, through a pandemic, I don't know what. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
All right. So another thing that changed is that we're trying to do the shows a little bit shorter. So let's just move right into the show. And the first thing that I wanted, and when I knew that you were going to be my guest, and I saw this fashion show, I thought, oh my God, this is the show for him to like be part of. I want to show some of the highlights of the show, and then we'll get back and we'll see the show. Actually, let's just start right in with the show. Here we go.
Exactly.
This is Moschino.
Bonjour, mesdames et mesdemoiselles. It gives me great pleasure to be your guide on our adventurous little voyage into Fashionland. You will see the models go through the rhythmic movement of everyday life, and you will be able to study the flow of the new Moschino line as it responds to the ever-changing flow of the female form divine. Et maintenant, our little peep into the coming season, and a glimpse of the future too. Lumière, musique.
Well. A little show from Moschino. I only show a little bit, and we're going to continue showing some more because this show was packed with beautiful things. Talk to me. What did you think?
I love it. I love how literal it is, and I love how the extreme it is. And it's like a breath of fresh air, and I love it because it's like forecasting what we are all going to embrace after we get out of this pandemic. And it's like we can move out and embrace fashion and embrace ourselves. And I am in love with it, and it reflects a lot of what Bobby and I are doing in our own lives with Tap Beautiful, so which is exciting.
So I want you to, that's awesome. I want you to speak a little louder because I'm kind of losing you when you do speak again.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So the show was based on the 1939 movie The Women, and it paid homage to the movie because that movie, a black and white movie from 1939, and in the middle of the movie, they break from black and white into full Technicolor. That's what they used to call it back then. And they have a fashion show, and that's why Moschino decided, like, that's what I want to pay homage to. And that's why it has that retro feel. And the show is actually, he called it a movie. It's called Lipstick Red, which was the color of the nail polish in the movie. And I just thought that it was so beautiful. I want to talk a little bit about this businesswoman realness. Look at the tie in the red. The second one from the right. It's like a huge tie wrapped around a couple of times. And the little bag that is actually a coat. I just love it. What do you think about these? I'm sure Bobby's in love.
I love it. I love it how it's kind of reflective, a little bit of 90s in there, and it's giving you some of that realness. And I love that tie. I love the play on the pinstripes of the two on the left. I love the little hats. I think it's great. I think it's fun.
I think the proportions in the hat is what I love the most because they're so tiny. So the proportions make it look so interesting, which is very, very, very Moschino. I also love the second one from the left, which is a suit upside down, and then the cutout suit on the right around the breast with like a sweetheart. I just think it's to die for. And then we saw some. Yes. We saw some of these as well. You were mentioning about Bobby loving these patchwork numbers on the left. I love the potato sack in the middle, literally potato sack. Obsessed with the print of the cow print. Who would have thought that you could make a cow print work? What do you think?
I love it. I love his use of patterns and pattern placement. I love the potato sack ensemble with the bow on top and how literal it is. I love how it's current, but futuristic, but it plays back to an old timey day. I love the capelet with the shoes. I think that is so classic, and it's kind of giving me a little bit of like what is that, 50s, 60s kind of vibe. I think it's brilliant. His use of pattern placement is amazing.
I love this little tiny bag that she's holding on the right, and that model, the Asian model with the white hair is so striking. I'm quite obsessed with her.
Exactly.
All right, so we are going to take a quick break from Moschino because I want to show you another thing that I'm obsessed about. I don't know what you worship, if you go to church, if you believe in Allah, Buddha, Shiva, the Rock, I don't care, but you must believe in something. And this doctor from Tulsa is also, she's a very dedicated doctor, and she belongs to the Metropolitan Baptist Church. And this woman she attended 52 virtual weeks of church wearing her best. I mean, she got up every morning on Sunday and she worked it. I'm going to play a little video about some of her looks, and then I'm going to come back because She is my new favorite person in fact. Love the green, love, love, love. Beautiful. Talk about wearing your Sunday's best. And mind you, that was not 52. Otherwise, we would be here until tomorrow. I love her spirit. I love that she put so much detail and oh my God, 82 years old and she looks fantastic.
She's our idol. She is like my idol. She is doing exactly what like I did during the pandemic. As far as like putting your best self forward, whether you are like at home or on the couch, it didn't matter. What brought her joy is putting her best self forward. So I just like she's my idol, like totally.
Well, I saw someone interview her and she said that she needed to feel alive and dressing up made her feel happy and then she inspired other people at her church because obviously there were not as many people in the Zoom as the regular church, but then people were kept waiting for her to show up in the Zoom and she has gone viral. She's my favorite thing of the week. My favorite person of the week.
She's great. Well, that it's a good thing that you said is inspire. Like we all do during this dark times or difficult times to inspire others. You're inspiring us. You inspire every time you get out there and you put us on this platform and you invite the viewers to come here. So you're doing your part. She's doing her part. And if we all just think about what part can we play to inspire others, I think that's a big message right there.
Ooh, you got a little Oprah on me, honey.
Oh, the aha moment.
Exactly. Tweet that one. A little granito de arena, a little speck of sand. Everybody
That's
does a little bit. Yeah,
A
and
little
we can be happier. All right, so let's
Exactly.
keep moving into Moschino because we are obsessed with this show. And the second part, this other part of the show, because it was in segments, and this one was on the jungle. That safari was over the top. Starting with that giraffe headpiece, that was giving me full life. And how about the crocodile tail, the golden tail on Shalom Harlow, who he brought back for this show? One of my favorite all-time models. She is gorgeous, and the little safari with all the pockets. Oh wait, I have a slide. Why am I talking without a slide? Forgive me. There we go. Talk.
Okay, so my favorite was when the gloves of the flamingo with their beaks touching each other and then opening up. that was, and to reveal the dress behind it, that was my favorite moment of the show and the video. I just love that because I think that like gloves and arm candy are going to be like a thing of 2020. I'm totally forecasting that.
Well, I love this flamingo on the right. It's actually giving me, I don't know if you thought about this, but I immediately thought about Bjork on that swan with that swan dress.
He was a visionary.
Yes. I'm like, wait a minute. I've seen something familiar. I've seen a bird or two, and this bird is this bird is pink, and I like it. I like the shoes. I kind of love the girl in the middle with the safari and all the pockets, and this coat in the zebra with that feather collar is just beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah,
beautiful.
All right, so let's keep moving. And before we go to the last part of the show, the Moschino show, we need to take 10 seconds for a word from our sponsors. The Ruana collection by Marrero collection. One of the things that I discovered during the pandemic is that I was doing so much print. And for some reason, I started doing these cover-ups that I'm kind of loving because they're simple and they can be dressed up or dressed down. And I just love the simplicity of them, but it's still kind of cute, you know?
Yeah, don't you think that like that's what people need right now? Like it's very current right now. It's like they need something that comforts them. They need like simplicity, the basics. They need that comfort in the simplicity, the basics and the solids. I think you did great with them. I love them.
Thank you. And do you have dogs?
I have 2 dogs. Lyle.
Oh, you do?
Simon. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I'm kind of like loving this TikTok dogs, the fashion dogs, and I don't know if you've seen them, but this week is actually the best thing of the week, and in the best thing of the week is fashionable dogs. Please, people, take a minute to watch this. You're gonna die.
Can you let me know if like my new styles are okay? I'm trying to reinvent myself. So for work, I thought this was cool. Because when you double the bows, you double the power, you double the intimidation, and you double the respect. This shows I'm like well-traveled, like #Wanderlust, follow me on Instagram. Okay, so this was more like Halloween-y, like maybe I make potions in my basement, but I also have like a big heart. This was like holy guacamole, she's so elegant. Let's go to a tea party, let's go to the horse race, where the racehorse track. People say I'm so trendy and fashionable, and I'm like, thanks, that's Vogue. Strike a pose, Vogue. A street style, oh so Vogue. Ooh, Met Gala. Hello, Vogue. You say you've seen me? Vogue. Hey, psst. Can I ask you a quick question? Okay, so like, is this fabulous or what? Fabulous or what? I mean, seriously, is this fabulous or what? Fabulous or what? Just fabuloso. So people say I'm so trendy and fashionable, and I'm like, thanks, that's Vogue. Strike a pose, Vogue. A street style, oh so Vogue. Ooh, Met Gala. Hello, Vogue. You say you've seen me? Vogue. Groundbreaking, boom, that's Vogue.
Groundbreaking, boom, that's Vogue.
That's Vogue.
I just love the voice. I love these little dogs. And I'm not a TikToker. It's too many things to keep up. But these little dogs are everything, and they're giving me life. So I don't know. You don't seem to be busy enough. So Charlton, I don't have dogs, so I cannot do these little videos. And you have a husband that's a designer, so Come on, Bob Tapp. Start working on some furry babies collection.
Baby collection.
The furry baby collection by Bob Tapp, Tapp Beauty. Coming
You
soon
just
to
gave
a
me
theater near you.
some food for thought, honey.
Absolutely. There's always a
Totally.
there's always space for like invention.
We're gonna come up with some Shih Tzu realness.
Exactly. All right, so let's look at the last segment from the Moschino show, which is very glamorous. Let's take a look.
That's the power.
So we had a butt in the joke. Burlesque star Dita, she showed us her butt saying goodbye, and I was gagged for this looks. This was giving me very Miss Continental, very Miss Universe. I am so in love with this on the left. It's giving me Black Barbie, and I love her. I forgot her name. Oh my gosh, she's so famous, and I forgot her name. Shame on me. I'm supposed to know these things. Voluptuous Marilyn Monroe.
I love it. I love that shoe bag, that shoe handbag.
The shoe bag. Before we go to the shoe bag, I want those gloves as a coat. It's very Moschino. The glove. I love them, and I love that her boobs are just gonna like pop one of your eyes immediately when you see her. Yeah, but I love her makeup. I love her hair. Go ahead. Let's talk about this boot.
Well, I love the whole look. I love her breasts. I love the Marilyn Monroe with the gloves. I just love how he embraced like everyone, every look, every feel, every race. He juxtaposed it against his like normal, the usual. But the boot is giving me life. I want that bag, and I'm not afraid to wear that to the grocery store. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, I also think that the it's a little like a pocket bag, like one of those that it's like to save change. But then the top of the gloves is a bag. The top of her boobs is a bag. The top of the boot is a bag. Her hat is a little bag. You know what I'm talking about with that closure.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
It's so brilliant. And then the one on the right with the long train is giving me it's giving me a little 80s actually. It's giving me Claude Montana feel. I love this.
A little SF feel too.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that look. We have people that are wanting this bag. Miss Minnie, hello. We're gonna all be fighting for that bag. Yes,
well,
the one on the left.
Somebody like gives you a hard time, it can be used as a weapon. Totally.
Exactly. And yes, Gretchen, the one on the left is giving me very much Audrey Hepburn, Breakfast and Tiffany's. We have some feedback. Is it me or is it you? All right, let's see. I'm removing you because you're giving me way too much feedback. Let me bring you back. You gotta go, honey. No, okay. Let's see if you can come back like this. Talk. Yep, no sound. But now I can't hear you. But guess what? It's the end of the show. This is a good way to clock out, Mr. Charlton. Hold on, let me see. Unmute, mic. I lost you. Yeah. Well, I cannot hear you, and I am so happy that you joined us today. I loved having you here again. I love that you guys joined us today. And stay tuned, because in a couple of weeks, we have another Trendencias. Until then, my name is still Carlos Marrero. His name, he's muted, is still Charlton Alicea-Tapp. And we will see you again. This is Trendencias. Bye.